We're going to do Gemini now. Holy Spirit, would you link me into the soul cycle of Gemini? I don't know what our Gemini should be aware of. The twins. Geminis. Okay. Soul cycle of Gemini. Religious leaders. Nine of Pentacles. Let's see here. Okay, what do we got in the heart of the situation for our Geminis? Three again. Okay. So, looking over, you're watching your ships come in. There's three ships in the water there. So you might got some kind of business out there, or it could be business, or waiting for three things to, or you're waiting for some things to come home. You got put something out there. Could have. It's a good example. Like if you're delivering newspapers, you put some newspapers out and you're waiting to get the money. You're going collecting, but you're waiting for, instead of you collecting, they come to you and you're just waiting for that to come back. Waiting for your paycheck. There you go. Waiting for your paycheck. Okay. So heart of the matter is you're waiting for something. What's the challenge position for Gemini? Challenge is some kind of union. So some kind of union is a challenge. Could be business, could be love, could be friendship, could be anything like that. We got in subconscious. What are you thinking about subconsciously? Giving and receiving, possible. So either you're thinking about giving something or receiving something or getting paid, maybe your paycheck. What do you got in the past? In the past you have betrayal and a King of Wands. So betrayal and a King of Wands. So you could have betrayed a King of Wands, or King of Wands could have betrayed you. Some kind of fire sign. Could be somebody with a big ego sometimes, but has a could be like an entrepreneur, or like somebody who thinks outside the box, charismatic, but like I say, sometimes can have an ego. Betrayed. You could have betrayed somebody like that, or somebody like that could have betrayed you in the past. Let's see here. We got in present for Gemini. Presently is Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Okay. It's like an earth sign. Somebody who's usually got their finances together. Touch with nature. Likes material things. Can be sometimes can be a little bit materialistic, but I I'm not getting that from this one though. Just kind of like, maybe a little bit, but you kind of are kind of looking at that pentacle like, I don't know, like it's like the only thing in the world, right? Like they only got one. It's like they want more. So I don't know, maybe a little bit materialistic. There's a bunny in the background there. Yeah, they're kind of looking down. They're missing something, or they're like they they're not happy with what they have. Maybe Queen of Pentacles. That's weird. I don't normally get that from this card, but I'm getting that. What have we got in the future? Future is juggling. So juggling could be people, could be things. Juggling too many things, or just juggling. I don't know. Focusing on two things at once. Not making a decision. Undecided. 2-2. Okay, so that's 2-2. Yes, that's 2-2s. Twos again are like making choices or making decisions. So 2-2. So that's like, yeah, taking it, you have to make a decision about something because that's your challenge. Is 2. So making a choice. And in the future, so you got 2-2 again. So and subconsciously you're thinking about giving and receiving. So yeah, it's like everything's kind of like at a stalemate right now, because it's like you're not making a decision. You're not making a decision. Whatever you're doing, you gotta make a decision in something. You can't just be half in, half out everywhere, because it's not enough to get you going and strong enough in any direction. Is what I'm taking from this. So yeah, you're gonna have to make a decision. You can't just you're just sitting there doing nothing basically, because you're tugging this way and that way, so you're like staying in one spot. What do you got in the influence? Influencing this is conflict, quarreling, fighting, competition, bunch of just a shit show of like not really working together. Like I say, it's like probably half the people want to go this way, half people want to go that way, and nobody can make up their decision. Nobody's making a decision. Nobody's like making a final decision. So it's like they're all just like sitting there fighting. When if somebody made a decision and went somewhere, and all this fighting would stop, and people would just separate. They'd go their separate ways, or they whatever. You know what I mean? But right now, as it is, there's like no leadership. There's no nothing. There's just like all out fucking mayhem. It seems like. So I'm getting from this. Yeah, that's definitely what that is. I'm getting from that. What do we got in the hopes and fears? Hopes and fears is a Queen of Wands. So, fire sign, charismatic, life of the party, fiery. Can be sometimes she's considered like witchy, or like not really though. Like this way she's more witchy, but actually this way she's like a prostitute. But she can be a prostitute. Like this way she's like really like too, like her passion gets out of like she's just like I don't know, very like I don't know, like not much class, like just like really like guttery, you know what I mean? Like a prostitute, like really. He's like not like a high-end prostitute, like a behind Burger King Blumpkin prostitute, like for $5 or a Happy Meal or some shit like that. Like, whatever, just the what it is. But upright, she's just like fiery. She can be like magical sometimes, I guess. Sometimes passionate. She's passionate, but in the right way, like classy passionate, not like not like the reversed way. What do we got in the what do we got there? The lens you're looking through. Lens you're looking through is victory. Okay, so you're looking through it as victory. You're looking through it. You're looking for victory at taking it, or you're looking like it as if you can obtain victory, which is good. It's good to be optimistic. You're probably gonna have to make a choice though, instead of like all these twos everywhere. Twos here, twos here. It's just like everybody's just standing in one spot, like fighting over whatever this is you're not making a decision on. What do we got in the environment? In the environment, there's a just king, so that's a good thing. It's just somebody's probably going to make the decision for you if you don't make it. There's a just king, or this can sometimes represent a judge. Somebody who's upright. He's like he's a just, like he's about justice. Like sometimes he could be law enforcement, or he could be a judge, like I said, or he could even be a like probation officer, but more along the lines of like a judge. Sometimes he can even represent God, because he's like very just, right? Like he's the judge. God sometimes, well, he's the judge, right? The ultimate judge. But what do we got in the outcome of the situation? Outcome. These three. Okay. Outcome, you've got a high priestess, the wheel of fortune, and looking over your investments. So you're looking over your investments. The wheel's upright, so they might possibly be good, but the wheel can just mean like a faded event, something faded, and a high priestess. So you might have somebody in your environment that's like a very wise and just knows a lot and has a lot of inner knowing. Much like the hermit, only like in female form, or like actually she's like the Hierophant's like counterpart. So like a priestess, yeah, high priestess. Looking over your investments, and yeah, she can be about going within too. She's usually pretty perceptive. So 7, okay. So what do you got here? You got 2s, you got 6s. So 2, 6, that's 8, 8, 8, 8. 2 10s. So you got 2 10s, 2 6s, and 2 8s. So that might be significant. What else we got here? What's the underlying energy? Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so you got some kind of investment, I think, going on here, because you got in the outcome, you're looking over your investment. So you got some kind of investment. You have giving and receiving. In subconsciously, you're thinking about giving it or receiving. So maybe you're giving and receiving into your fund, or like your investments or some shit like that. Or yeah, this is usually a slow moving investment. It can be he's the slowest moving knight, so that's why I'm thinking investment, because investments are like slow, like they take a long time to gain, but they do pay off eventually. So maybe this is you in the future looking over your investment. Yeah, that's really about it. Except for like the twos there, yeah. Whatever those twos are, you got choices between twos. You gotta make a decision because that's it's holding everything at a standstill. But there's a judge here, so like I say, this guy is usually the type of guy that like if you don't make a decision, he'll make a decision for you or whatever. So this could even be like, I don't know, somebody a higher power or like a boss maybe, or like a just boss. You know what I mean? Somebody who could be whatever you're doing. Yeah, that's about it. A good read. That's a pretty straightforward read.